Hey everybody, and welcome back to Art a la Carte. And today I'm taking a challenge, a Crayola calligraphy or CRAYOLIGRAPHY challenge. Anyway, let's see if Crayola can teach me how to do some calligraphy. Because as some of you may know, calligraphy and I are not the greatest. So I actually found this book at my local Dollar Tree, and I figured for $1, why not? So the book comes with some worksheets where it goes over different lines, it goes over the alphabet, and then it gives you about 10 different practice pages that you can create your own calligraphy signs with. Now they recommend that you use, of course, the Crayola brand markers. Whether you use a fat tip marker or the thinner lined markers is up to you. But I went ahead and picked up this regular set of Crayola markers from my local Walmart. I think someone was messing around with this because usually they come and they're perfectly in this color coordinated, and they kind of came in this conglomeration of colors, but it's okay. I'm going to move on. So the first thing is to begin doing the worksheets, and it totally took me back to being in first grade. Do you guys remember doing first grade worksheets where you trace the letter A and then you write the letter A? So it was kind of comforting to have these fun little worksheets. I'm not going to go regular time with this because it took me half an hour to do these worksheets. But what I did learn while doing the samples of how the line art goes and the letters is that you pull the thick lines and you push the thin lines is what they had. I also found, and this was the hardest for me because I can write cursive, though while the letter is set up maybe to look like cursive, does not mean you write it in the same way that you would write in cursive. So there are certain lines that you make and then totally lift your pencil up and then go and make another part of line and then connect those. And I was always messing up with that. I just automatically wanted to write cursive. And calligraphy, though beautiful, is different than cursive. Who knew? So now that I have finished doing the worksheets, now it's time to make my first piece. So they give you a little sample piece of a saying, "Make today an adventure," which I really liked. And I decided to go ahead and try to copy that. So I took a piece of paper, put out some grid lines, and then decided to go ahead and make some pencil marks so that I'm not just trying to draw blindly. And I'm so glad I did, because just doing this calligraphy was so intensive. It wasn't hard as much as I had to concentrate, just because my hand automatically just wanted to do my normal penmanship. So there was a lot of mistakes, but of all the things I've ever done calligraphy-wise, I think this turned out pretty fantastic. I mean, taking into consideration that these are Crayola markers and not an actual calligraphy pen, I'm kind of curious to see what an actual calligraphy pen could do now that I kind of have a few of these tips. Now, granted, there are probably tons of books out there that teach people how to do calligraphy, and there's classes, and of course, there's always YouTube. But I've just never seemed to have the time to look into this art medium, and it's something that has always fascinated me. I love watching those speed videos where they just make these amazing calligraphy signs and sayings and lettering. It's just beautiful. It's like magic. So if you're good at calligraphy, first of all, you're awesome. And two, what are some tips and tricks that you have with doing calligraphy? Or if you have a book or a video that you'd recommend to learn how to better do calligraphy, let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to maybe pick up some extra tidbits of knowledge. Maybe calligraphy is something that I can be friends with. Well, once I finished the Make Today Adventures, I decided I would try my hand at an original sign. I would make it myself with no guide to look at. And the first hard thing was to actually think of what to write. I wanted some fun, inspirational, witty saying, and I ended up coming up with "Life is better with friends," which is true, but definitely not the witty and awesome saying that I was hoping for, but yeah. I also decided to make it in 3 lines, and as the lines progressed down, they kind of gradient from a pink into a blue. So I had a kind of a magenta pink, then a purple, and then ended with a blue, which I think kind of looked cool. To wrap this up, taking into consideration that this is a Dollar Tree Crayola CRAYOLIGRAPHY book and a bunch of Crayola markers, which I really had never thought would be able to do calligraphy, I think this was a success. If you see this book and you want to try it out, go for it. Also, I would love to see someone who is good at calligraphy try to make calligraphy with Crayola, because you probably would blow my mind. It would be awesome. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, maybe inspired you to try your hand at calligraphy or finding some art treasure at your local dollar store. But anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with me. Make sure to subscribe to this channel. And as always, God bless you guys, and we'll see you in another art video. But wait, what about the cat videos? You did this big announcement that you have kittens in the studio, and there has been not even so much as a mew. So a quick update on that. The kittens are actually in my bathroom because they were so tiny. They kept escaping their kennel. They're slowly getting a little bit more tamed. 2 of them are a lot more friendly than the last one, who is Louie. Louie is still pretty sure I'm going to eat him, but we're working on it. Every day is a little bit better, and I'm hoping in the next couple of days to move them into the studio, or at least have them visit the studio at some point, so that you guys can have a little kitten cam on the videos. So anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with me, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye!